Julia had battled stomach cancer for 3 years and had undergone surgery, when in early 1994, during the filming of the burning season in Mexico, he contracted food poisoning after consuming sushi. Julia was airlifted to a hospital in Los Angeles so he could receive medical attention, recovered and returned to Mexico to finish the film. He had lost some weight and was physically weakened by his condition. On October 16, 1994, Julia and Polawe attended the Metropolitan Opera in New York, and afterwards, Julia began feeling intense abdominal pain and was taken by ambulance to North Shore University Hospital in Manhasset, Long Island. He was reviewing the script for his intended role in Desperado from his hospital bed, but his condition worsened. On the night of October 20, Julia suffered a stroke, fell into a coma and was put on life support. 4 days later, on October 24, 1994, Julia died at the age of 54. In accordance with Julia's instructions, his body was transported to Puerto Rico. A state funeral was held in San Juan on October 27, 1994, with Julia being escorted to the building of the Institute of Puerto Rican Culture, where a funeral ceremony was held. The service was attended by thousands of Puerto Ricans, with plena being played in the background. The burial ceremony was also attended by thousands, with La Borinquena being sung by Lucita Benitez prior to the procession. After stopping at San Ignacio de Loyola Church, the procession advanced to Buceta Cemetery, where Ruben Berrios offered the final words. As Julia's coffin was lowered, a load of carnations was dropped from a helicopter while the crowd shouted "Viva Puerto Rico Libre!" Julia was a lifelong supporter of the Puerto Rican independence movement. On one occasion, he convinced his agent to allow him to do an advertising campaign on behalf of the Puerto Rico Tourism Company. Subsequent memorial ceremonies were held at Joseph Papp Public Theater in New York and in Los Angeles, where several actors and personalities, including Ruben Blades and Edward James Olmos, expressed their grief. 61 A church mass in Miami and numerous private ceremonies were also held. The staff of Universal Pictures paid homage to him by dedicating Street Fighter to his memory, adding the phrase "for Raul" via con Dios in the film's ending credits. Julia had been set to reprise his role as M. Bison in the video game version of the Street Fighter film, having already met with the production staff. The New York Shakespeare Festival paid to have an obituary in Variety, where his birth and death dates were accompanied by a quote from Shakespeare. The Puerto Rican Traveling Theater established the Raul Julia Training Unit, giving free acting classes to young actors. For his performance in The Burning Season, Julia was posthumously awarded a Golden Globe Award, a Screen Actors Guild Award, a Cable ACE Award, and an Emmy Award. Although he did not make his screen debut before 1950, Julia was a nominee for the American Film Institute's AFI's 100 Years, 100 Stars. Actors such as Helen Hunt and Jimmy Smits have quoted him as a source of inspiration. On November 21, 1994, Rudy Giuliani declared that date Raul Julia Day. In 1996, he was inducted into the Theater Hall of Fame on Broadway. The Puerto Rican Chamber of Commerce created the Raul Julia Scholarship Fund in 1997, intended to provide college education for teenagers.